Hello to you, Kalamazoo. I'm Tobias Pixler with Public Media Network. This is Milham Park, located on East Kilgore just across from Loy Norrix High School. Just a few short weeks ago, right here in this very park, a project that started 5 years ago finally came to an end, with the promise of something much bigger coming to Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo's Milham Park, more specifically the portion of Portage Creek which flows through it, was the subject of a massive development plan intended to restore the creek to a more natural state. The first half of the plan, already completed some time ago, was the removal of the dam in the park, which reopened the creek to a stronger flow of migrating fish. The second half of the plan focused on a portion further south, where organic material on the bottom of the creek was removed and reused to narrow the banks, creating a deeper, tighter, more uniform flow of water and creating better habitation support for the creek itself and its banks. This support is planned to be increased in the spring with the implementation of native flowers. To assist in this process, 2 smaller pedestrian bridges were removed, while the larger bridges remain available for use. North Carolina company Wildlands Construction assisted in the removal process. The entire project cost $576,000, with $75,000 of that being paid for by a fisheries habitat grant from the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. But this was only the beginning. A master plan was developed in 2023 with the City of Kalamazoo Parks and Recreation Department holding 3 public input meetings in Milham Park over the course of mid-2023. One on May 24th, one on June 1st, and one on September 27th. These meetings, led by Parks and Recreation Department Director Patrick McVeary and Deputy Director Ashton Anthony, took public opinions about what should be changed or improved about the park, and through those suggestions developed a plan going into the next few years. This plan would be the first significant change made to the park in over 20 years, with the only small exceptions being the building of a new accessible playground in 2023 and the construction of a new restroom building in 2025 to replace the one that had been removed the year prior due to storm damage. A much larger project is set to begin later this year, which is set to include new overlook decks with accessible walkways on the north side of the creek, repairs for the main Kilgore Road parking lot, the relocation of a parking lot on Lover's Lane into the park, and more general accessible parking. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources has already given a $500,000 Land and Water Conservation Fund grant to Kalamazoo Parks and Recreation, and an additional $1.7 million was given by the Capital Improvement Plan, which started in 2021. Additionally, work is being done to undo the effects of industrialization along the creek that heavily contaminated the water with PCBs.
Seems like a lot of trouble to go through for just a creek, but this water is very important to the ecology of Kalamazoo. It spreads for 11 miles across Kalamazoo and Portage. It provides shelter and food for native species, and if we can get it cleaned up, it just might be able to provide for us too. I'm Tobias Pixler with Public Media Network. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you next time.